Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for tuning in and rocking with me. I really do appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and tap right in, okay? Get a general intuitive message. Be sure to use your discernment. Yeah, let's see the energy that's surrounding you today. I hope everybody's doing well, feeling good, and if not, I hope you feel better. Let's start off with a self-care, okay? Y'all want to start off with a self-care. Happy Tuesday, okay? Taco Tuesday. Y'all be doing Taco Tuesday? I think I might make me a taco salad. After I think I might do that. But I gotta go get me some pineapple first. Because I think I'm gonna try to do like a 12 or 8 hour fast today. So I haven't ate yet. And if you eat pineapple on an empty stomach, it kind of helps with digestion. So I'm not going to eat nothing until I go to the store, get my pineapple, and I'm sure by the time I start ripping and running, I'm probably not even going to be hungry at that point. But then, you know, later on, motherfucker get comfy. Go ahead and have that good taco salad. Okay, let's get it. Okay, so we have learn. Y'all see this? These cards are so pretty, and I didn't have these for a while. Learn. The number 24 could be significant. Okay, expand your knowledge to expand your world. Seek out teachers of wisdom. Seek new knowledge to create broader perspectives. Okay. The number 6 could also be significant as well. So you could be like learning. Somebody could be in school. Okay, you could be researching a certain topic as well. For some of y'all as well, you could be like taking up some type of like training, apprenticeship. Somebody could be like signing up to try to, you know, do some type of apprenticeship, or, you know, like somebody also could be shadowing someone. Okay, or you could be like literally seeking out some type of mentor, or you could be considering either becoming a mentor. Okay, I just heard mentorship program. Maybe somebody's like interested in like signing up for some type of mentorship program, whether you want to be the mentor or the mentoree. Okay, but I feel like there is something that you are learning about or you're curious about. Okay, for some of y'all as well, maybe there's something. Maybe there's something that you like just been researching and studying. Maybe you could have found out something, or you could have seen something, and ever since then you could have just been like researching it, studying it. For some of y'all as well, like on a messy tip, okay? Because I am gonna get a little, you know, this is giving me receipts, okay? So for some of y'all, maybe there could be like some type of drama going on, some type of like. You know how like people be, cause like on Facebook there is this one group, like they be talking about like people being unalived, and you know like unsolved, you know, cases and things like that. And then you know how they be having like the Facebook or social media detectives. I don't know if you like into that, okay, where you start digging. You jumping from one page to the other page, from one page to another page, getting different like details or getting proof of something. But somebody also could be coming to you, or you could be going to somebody with some type of receipts about something. Okay, I'm getting that as well. There could be some type of investigation going on too. The letter L could be significant. Also, E could be significant as well. The color blue, something could be significant about like baby blue. Okay, but I feel like that at this time you're learning, you're trying to expand. Somebody also could be learning a new language. I just got that as well. Let's see, what's at the back of this? It says forgive and release. Okay, when we carry love and forgiveness, we are stronger. We can keep our lessons learned without holding on to past hurts. Okay, so for some of y'all, you could be learning how to delete the receipts. Okay. Maybe you somebody where you keep track of everything. You screenshot when somebody talking crazy. You screenshot, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I remember when you said this on July 2nd, 2012, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So you could be somebody who definitely like keeps some, oh y'all, my nail. Why whenever I break a nail, it's always the middle finger? My friend was like, that's because you do it too much. Like, fuck it. But yeah, okay, I need to go do that too. So when I go get my pineapples, I might stop at the nail shop. Okay. But for some of y'all as well, you could be like learning to like let go of some type of receipts. Like maybe you got a phone that's full of like just, for some of y'all, you could be a little messy. You could Maybe you got like a phone where it's full of screenshots and things like that, and you could be like learning to like try to let that shit go. Okay, move on, move past the drama. Okay. Some of y'all, you could be literally like, somebody could be going to therapy. I just heard that as well. And you could literally be like trying to learn how to forgive for like any type of past hurt or past trauma, or like just type of any type of like offenses that people have like, you know, did against you. Maybe you a person where like, damn, I would have never even did no shit like that to you. I would have never even thought to do no shit like that to you. So for you to do it to me, it's just devastating. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people who are genuine, like truly genuine, we do have a like a tendency to hold on to those offenses, because it's like, again, I would have never even did no shit like that to you. I would have never even thought to do no shit like that to you. So for you, you know what I'm saying, it can be real hurtful, and maybe you're learning how to kind of just let that, you know, let it go. And for some of y'all, it's not even just about letting it go. Like you're learning to like learn from it, use it as like something, you know, like all kind of like a stepping stool where you learn from shit, so that way you don't have to go through it again. You learn to not ignore the red flags. You learning to not allow people to play in your face, okay? And you also, somebody also could be learning like, okay, just because that's not your character and you want to raise like that, everybody raised different. So it's kind of like, really, at this point in time, you can't really put shit past nobody. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that could be a hard pill for somebody to follow, okay? For somebody to swallow. But maybe you're trying to learn to kind of just accept. For some of y'all as well, you learning to accept people and situations for what it is and not beat yourself up about it, okay? Because like, you realizing that shit, everybody different, everybody mind different, everybody what considers like, and this always kind of baffled me, but everybody's sense of loyalty is different, you know what I'm saying? Like you could just be learning, you know, you could be learning that shit and learning how to like release people, learning that it's okay to release people, learning that it's okay to forgive yourself for ignoring the fact that you probably should have been released certain people. Yeah, it's like, I'm just getting somebody, it's a lot of learning going on. Somebody actually could be in school. Maybe you got to go to summer school, okay, or something like that. Or for some of y'all, you could be like a teacher. So you could be like a summer school teacher, okay, or a daycare teacher or something. The number 29 could be significant as well. Let's see what's up. For some of y'all as well, you could be learning more about like your spirituality. This also giving me the image, or giving me like the image or the thought of like a chart. So you could be learning about like stocks, because you know, like when they be having stocks, it'd be like them long pieces of paper that continue to print out. So somebody also could be learning about like financial budgeting or financial management. You could be looking at your receipts, okay? You could be learning how to budget your money, budget your finances. For some of y'all as well, you could be learning to keep your receipts, okay? I just heard that. Keep your receipts just in case something don't work out. You'll be able to return it and get your money back without having to get like store credit or without having to go through the most, okay? But something also could just be significant with receipts. This also giving me like birth chart. Somebody could be learning about their birth chart, okay? Somebody could be getting more into like astrology with the stars hanging here in the back. Yeah, you could be learning more about yourself into your birth chart. Maybe you got your birth chart out next to you, and maybe you sitting on your phone and you kind of Googling what each planet means. You know what I'm saying? For you, I feel like somebody's very curious at this time. You're curious about something, and you taking the time to dig, to research, to learn. Damn, why these cards I got these mixed up. Okay, divine lineages. Somebody also could be getting you could be learning about your family tree. Yeah, that ain't even supposed to be in here, but somebody definitely could be learning about their family tree, or like I said, it's giving birth chart. Maybe you're trying to you know what I'm saying? Somebody also could be trying to find their birth certificate. I just heard that. Okay, so we have trust. Allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings. trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. So you can also, like, this goes hand in hand with like releasing. Okay, see how he holding the butterfly came, but he got his hands open, like, to, you know, allow the butterfly to fly away at any given moment whenever the butterfly ready. So for some of y'all, you could definitely be learning in regards to like releasing people or releasing things, not holding on to any type of like grudges. That could be significant for somebody else. I mean, for somebody. Or even for somebody, since I said somebody else, that could be significant for somebody around you. Maybe this is you. Maybe you're trying to mentor or teach somebody not to hold on to some type of grudges or some type of like betrayals. Somebody also could like be grieving, and maybe somebody could be grieving, and maybe it's been like a long time since somebody passed away. You know, like 20 years or 9 years. But it's like somebody is 29 years. But it's like somebody's still grieving as if that shit happened just yesterday. And maybe you're now ready to release somebody, y'all. Because look, we got two. Look at both of these pictures. It's like somebody is letting a bird or a butterfly fly out of their hand. Like you're finally ready to like release somebody. You're not as fucked up and as sad about their passing. You ready to let them rest in peace, and you're ready to kind of like be at peace with a situation or with somebody's like passing. My condolences. Okay, for some of y'all, maybe this is a father figure. We did have just recently, that was Father's Day, so maybe this is like a father figure and you kind of been holding on. Somebody could feel guilty for some reason about in regards to somebody's passing as well. Maybe you wasn't there, or you wasn't able to make it to, like, you know, to the funeral, or you wasn't able to be there in their last days, or it could have been something tragic. Okay, but I feel like that you're being called to trust that you're going to receive what it is that you need at this time. Okay, it says every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. So you're being called to trust your inner guidance, trust your intuition, trust the plan. I just heard that as well. Trust the plan, trust your journey, and know that whenever you need something along this journey, you're going to receive it. And that's something that, y'all, I can testify to this shit. When you walking in your purpose, when you doing what, even if you don't know exactly what your purpose is, but just if you doing the right thing, you know what I'm saying? You trying to find your purpose. You just trying to, live life, and you genuine and you genuinely just trying to do the right thing. Every time when you need something, it's like God is gonna make a way. Like, I can testify to that. Like, anytime, like when you walking in your purpose, anytime you need anything, like God is gonna make a way, y'all. Like, that is some real life, like for real. You know what I'm saying? So some of y'all, you could be learning to like trust. Okay, you could be just simply learning to trust, like just giving it to the divine. Like, okay, God, I trust you. You could be surrendering. Maybe you somebody who you always got to know every detail. You always got to know there always got to be a plan. Okay, and maybe you realizing like, shit, things don't really go as planned. People change, things change. You know what I'm saying? Shit break down. Like, shit, like, it's nice to have a plan, but shit, you could be somebody where you've been experiencing like the plans literally be falling through. Okay, you could be going through that lately where it's like lately the plans literally be falling through. So it's like you having to learn how to like what's that word? Improvise. Yeah, you could be learning how to improvise and how to simply trust and go with the flow. Like, look, if this is meant for me to have it, I'm trusting you. You know what I'm saying? If this is meant for me to take this trip, I'm trusting you. If it's meant for me to put money into this car, I'm trusting you. If it's meant for me to buy this car, I'm trusting you. If it's meant for me to move to this place, I'm trusting you. If it's meant for me to go ahead and take out a loan so I can go back to school, I'm trusting you. If it's meant for me to forgive this person, and, give them a second chance, I'm trusting you. If it's meant for me to give this person but still drop their ass, like, you could definitely be like learning how to just like surrender. Okay, that's the energy I'm getting. You could be learning how to like trust and surrender. Okay, and if you're learning that and you working on it, good. You know what I'm saying? That's one step. You know what I'm saying? Now I think you got to implement. I think somebody's being called to implement. Now that we got your attention and you're learning that you have to like release, you know what I'm saying? Release the outcome of certain things, because what's going to happen is going to happen. So now we didn't learn that part. So now it's up to you. Now we got to learn how to get this trust down pat. Trust in your intuition. Trust in God. You know what I'm saying? Trust in the divine. Trust in your ancestors, whoever it may be for you. But you are being called at this time to like trust. Trust that we gonna give you everything that you need. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you need it. It's reminded me of that one church song. It may not come when you want it, but we'll be there right on time. He's an on-time God. Hey, yes, he's. Hey, okay? It's giving me that, okay? I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Church did used to be cracking. Is that wrong for me to say? Like, but it didn't start cracking till I got older. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you get older and you get, like, you know, you damn near probably grown, or at least a teenager. That's when it become a little more cracking. Like, I used to love the choir. Like, I used to love when the choir is singing. Dog. I don't know why that could be significant, okay? Maybe somebody, you could be looking for a church home. You could be thinking about starting to go back to church, okay? Yeah, something you could be thinking about, like joining a church, or like if you already in a church, you could be thinking about like joining like the usher board, or joining like the choir, okay? Or being a part of the music ministry or something like that. Or what else they be having? They be having like the pastor's aides, okay, or something. Maybe you consider it like being more active in like a church or something, or organization, okay? Yeah, so you can learn. Maybe, yeah, you considering like joining something so you can learn from somebody, okay? And then at the bottom we do have karma, okay? It says there's nothing from a past life that can be addressed in a current life, okay? So you could be addressing something. There could be something that's being brought to your attention that you need to release. Okay, for some of y'all, like I said, I am getting heavy, and my condolences. I'm not gonna bring it up again unless it come out. But somebody definitely could be you could be mourning somebody, and like it's been decades, but it's like it's still been this person. You know what I'm saying? Everybody grieve differently, but this is like you could definitely have been grieving somebody for like a long time. Like you can't get past. Maybe somebody could have got like unalived, and maybe it's still like unsolved or something. Okay. And then with this karma, I am also getting there's nothing from a past life that can be addressed. Okay, you could be learning that, like with the karma here and the forgive and release, you could be learning about like some type of like generational, like basically like a generational habit, or you could be noticing a generational pattern within your family or within your bloodline. And you could be also learning, like trying to research on how you can heal this like for example, this is the first example that came to my mind. Maybe there's some type of health thing that basically could have took somebody out that you love, and maybe you still like mourning them. Okay, maybe it wasn't like a traumatic, you know, ending for somebody. Maybe somebody they health started declining, and it could be something like somebody could have had like a health issue that was like the doctor said was hereditary. And it's got other people, you know what I'm saying? You do have other people that, you know, have dealt with this health condition. You could be like researching it and learning how to prevent it, you know what I'm saying? For being, you know, hereditary. Because sometimes I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I've been learning like sometimes a lot of stuff don't be hereditary. I'm not gonna dismiss that it can be, but it be a lot of these diseases that don't necessarily be hereditary. It be the habits that create the disease that be hereditary. Don't let that fly over y'all head. Y'all get it? Like a lot of times, some of these diseases, they don't be hereditary. It be the habits, the traditions that get passed down from generation to generation that cause the disease, and that's how it comes off as hereditary. Okay, like poor eating habits, holding on. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like I said, there could be like some type of generational thing with your family where everybody be holding grudges, and you know what I'm saying, there could be like mama issues. The mama was always, you know, into it with the daughter, and then it would happen with the grandma and the great grandma, like, you know what I'm saying? Or like you know, like it could just be something that's like that's like not hereditary, but something that could have been like passed down from generations to generations that was never really properly addressed. And you know, eventually, like your emotions on top of the actions that you take, that's what create the fucking disease or the dis-ease. Okay, that's what really create the dis-ease. You know what I'm saying? Those emotions, and then the bad habits on top of that. So maybe you could be learning about something that's been passed down from generation to generation. Like, oh, no wonder why my dad had that, or my mom act like that, or you know, my grandma dealt with that. And then you're digging deeper, you're going into the rabbit hole, you're figuring out, oh, her mama also dealt with that. Oh, my grandma also did that. And you know what I'm saying? My great grandma dealt with that, like type of energy. And you could be like trying to learn how to like break some type of cycle, or how to release something so that way it won't be hereditary, or you know what I'm saying? Somebody, you could definitely just be like a curse breaker. Like out the fact you could be the one that's in the family that's a curse breaker, and you at this point where like it's so much, maybe you've been researching and it's so much shit, you realizing that have you ever got to this point where you realize like, damn, my motherfucking family really fucked up? It's like no hope. Like really, somebody definitely could be feeling like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a list of shit, a whole list, and it's receipts, it's proof, it's in black and white. Like motherfuckers really fucked up. Like it ain't no hope. And spirit is, if you is feeling like it ain't no hope, that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Spirit wants you to trust at this time. Trust that they're going to give you the information that you need, the resources that you need. They're going to give you what you need in order to, I just heard, find closure, or in order to heal something, okay, and release something. What is this? What is this? Trust. Why? Under a spell. Okay, we're gonna put this down because that's a lot. Yeah, but Spirit wants you to trust and know that there's nothing from the past or nothing from generations to generations that can be addressed and can't be healed in this lifetime, okay? For some of y'all as well, this is not going to resonate for everybody, but I am picking this up, y'all. For some of y'all, maybe you was adopted and you trying to find like your real parents, and you could be having like a real hard time because maybe it's like when you find one person, maybe that person is deceased, and then you find some more information about another person, and maybe that person is deceased, okay? So you feel like you keep running into like brick walls, okay? But I feel like eventually you're going to find an answer that you need, okay? That's not going to be for everybody, but that just randomly came up. Somebody definitely could be searching for like their real grandparents or parents, or you know what I'm saying, something like that. Okay, so we have High Priestess, leadership, okay? The High Priestess, all-knowing, and then we have take the first step, you're under a spell, pause, okay? So this is just kind of like confirmation on what I just said. Okay, so you could be like taking the lead. You could be like the black sheep of the family. That's kind of what I'm getting here. You could be very intuitive as well with the High Priestess here. The High Priestess is somebody who's they tapped in. They tapped in not only within themselves, though. You know what I'm saying? It's not only on some know thyself, but it's like on some I know myself enough to the point where I can damn near read you, and I kind of, you know what I'm saying, I got a good idea about you. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I'm getting as well. You can also you could be like the firstborn. I just heard that as well with the leadership here. Maybe you're the firstborn on your mom's side or your dad's side or something like that. But you could definitely be like this High Priestess energy. You're like in this leadership energy. You're the one that's taking a chance. Okay, I just heard. You could be the one that's taking a chance. You could be like the black sheep of the family, where you're like doing something different. You're doing something different in order to release or heal some type of karma. Okay, for some of y'all, and then look, or some type of curse. You could feel like that you have like a family curse or a generational curse. With the bewitch here, it says you're under a spell. Okay, take the first step. So you could feel like that, like there's like some type of family curse when it comes to, I don't know, receiving something, or when it comes to karma. Okay, somebody could feel like they get in karma, or everybody in your family go through a certain thing, and it's like y'all karma is like a generational curse. Okay, you're being called to pause. Okay, it says enter at your own risk. Like this giving me the energy of like somebody's like going down a rabbit hole. Okay, you looking back and you see it's, you know, it look a little spooky, but like she definitely like, damn, I should go because my answer might be back there. So this giving me the energy of somebody like definitely like going down some type of rabbit hole. Yeah, you could be going down a rabbit hole, y'all, in regards to some type of like curse, or in regards to like some type of generational karma, or just when it comes to like learning something. Take the first step. What is this? You're under a spell. What is this? You're under a spell. For some of y'all as well, this not gonna be for everybody, but this coming up, you can have like an elder that's like a Freemason. Okay, I just heard that as well. You can have an elder that's a Freemason, or that was a Freemason if this person has passed over. And maybe now that you confirm this, maybe now you're kind of like, you want to learn about it. Okay, you want to learn about it, but it's kind of hard to, because a lot of people, they don't want to talk about it, especially people in your family. They don't want to talk about it, or they act like they really don't know. Okay, the number 14 could be significant, 35 could be significant, 11 could be significant as well. 44 could be significant, self-love and acceptance. Okay, yeah, you could have come from a line of like, for some of you, don't only take this if it resonates, y'all. You could come from a line of Freemasons. Okay, there's good and there's bad. So maybe you had a little bit of both. Okay, you could have had a little bit of both, and that's probably why where this karma coming in at. Oh baby, and look, I didn't even really see this sacrifice. Somebody could be getting karma for sacrificing somebody or sacrificing something. Reframe. This is happening for me, not to me. Okay, so you can find out like somebody was sacrificed. Okay, you could be like investigating it. You could be trying to learn about it. And you could be finding out that it has something to do with like a family, like something, you know, like within your family. Like this is kind of like family taking family out, and it's a sacrifice. But let's see, what is this? You're under a spell. What's you're under a spell? Female cousins. Okay, so you can have like a female cousin that's like into the occult, or you can have a female cousin that's like dibble and dabble. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe this is the female cousin that's like a Freemason. Yeah, solo. The cousin that don't fuck with nobody, surrender, spell work backfiring. Something could be backfiring. Very religious. Okay, you know what I'm getting as well? What? Grandmother. And look, here goes some type of grandmother energy. What else at the grandmother? Benefits. Somebody could be like benefiting off of like a grandmother. Okay, you can have like a grandmother that's like one of your spirit guides, y'all. You can have a grandmother that's like a spirit guide. Maybe it's this grandmother that was a Mason, and maybe the family don't really know. Or some people in the family know. You can have like a specifically a cousin that know what's up. You know what I'm saying? But you could come from a family where like they're very religious, like they very, very religious. They be scared to talk about shit like this. They be scared, you know what I'm saying, to even learn. Like, you can be around people who don't even want to learn. They not open to even learn about shit like this. But then you do got one female cousin, they know, you know what I'm saying? They into that shit. They probably not into it, but they have knowledge of it. You know what I'm saying? But for some of y'all, you could have had like a grandmother that had some type of benefit, that was able to have like some type of like benefit or jurisdiction, or some type of like, you basically, your grandma was with that shit. For some of y'all, you can have like a grandmother, great grandmother is a grandmother figure that definitely possibly was with that shit. Okay. For some of y'all as well, it's like you could be like, if you are like into the occult or into like spirituality heavy, you can have people around you, like I said, they like scared of this shit. They scared. You know what I'm saying? So they hoping that you would like give it up. I'm gonna just tell you that. Like, if you on your spiritual path, you know what I'm saying, and your family know about it, they hoping that you would like turn back over. They hoping that you would like turn back over to, like, you know what I'm saying, give yourself back to Jesus. Basically. Okay, they hoping that you will surrender this. They hoping that something will backfire, and then so that way they can be like, I told you so. I told you that shit ain't real or something like that. But I feel like there's some type of information that's coming out. I feel like people could be learning that, okay, y'all scary, y'all ain't with it, but y'all know grandma was. Y'all just don't know grandma. You know what I'm saying? Grandma was a Freemason around this bitch. So why is y'all scared of, like, you know what I'm saying, why is y'all scared of our lineage? You know what I'm saying? But they could be trying to say, like, well, because of that, that's why our family got so much karma. But no, it's not because of that. You know what I'm saying? It's not because of that. I don't feel like it is, but let's see. Let's get one more with this female cousin. So people could want you to stop trying to learn about some type of, like, basically, people could want you to stop trying to, like, learn about, like, your grandmother's past and what she was really into. Okay? Because I feel like I'm picking up on somebody who grandma was with that shit. Like, they had poor. You know what I'm saying? Somebody grandma low-key had poor. You know? In the family, they want to, you know, like, they scary. You know what I'm saying? They scary, so they not into that. They, you know, not knowing that, you know what I'm saying? Granny was with that shit. Let's see. Let's get one more on this female cousin. Signs. Okay, so you could be getting signs and synchronicities about some type of spell or about some type of karma, friend turned foe. For some of y'all as well, you could have, like, let me see, because it's not adding up. What's this female cousin, signs of synchronicity? Somebody also could, okay, so benefits, government assistance. So somebody could work for the government, or somebody could get, like, some type of government assistance. I'm getting that as well. You could have a cousin that either they work for the government, or you could have a female cousin that gets some type of assistance, or that's benefiting off of something. Maybe people see you benefiting off of something. What is this? Bewitched under a spell. What is this? Okay. So jealous, envious. Okay. Money, clean it up. So you could need to sage. Okay, or you know what I just heard? Oh Lord, what y'all doing? Somebody could be, like, trying to say that, like, somebody got some dirty money. Maybe, I don't know, maybe this is something that you used to do in the past, like, where you, like, had to clean up money. I just heard laundry. Okay. I don't know if that's you or Granny. Okay. Somebody could have to, like, clean money, or somebody could be, like, laundering money, or somebody could simply just be saying this. They saying this about you. They saying that you get your money in a dirty way or something like that. You get your money in a dirty way, but then you like invested in, like, different stuff to make it look like it's valid, or make it look like it's clean or something with the money and to clean it up. And then for some of y'all, you know what I'm getting as well? You could have, like, clean up, like literally, like, clench yourself up. You know what I'm saying? You could have, like, been doing shadow work. You could have been, you know, releasing people. You could have been learning, okay, you could be learning about different ways to make money, okay, and maybe now you do the legit way. Maybe at first you did have dirty money, but now you got clean money. You know what I'm saying? And it took you, you know, it took a lot of mentorship. It took you taking classes, taking courses, or going back to school, but now you legit. So somebody definitely could be legit now. And you could have family members that's, like, jealous of that. You can have a female cousin specifically that's jealous of that. And they trying to say, like, you could be doing, like, spells. Like, somebody feel like that you doing spells in order to get some type of benefit, or get some type of opportunity, or get some type of money. Okay, so it's coming together. But it's like you don't get no fuck. You know what I'm saying? You love yourself. You accept yourself. You accept your calling. You know that this is something that runs in the family low key. That's what I'm getting. Okay? So for some of y'all as well, you could have did your research, and you could have found out that you low key, You could come from a long line of basically Masons or people that's into like spirituality or into the occult. Okay, for somebody I just heard as well, closet witches. So you could have literally had like elders that they sit in the church with they white in the front row, but motherfucker definitely they was part of the organizations. Okay, they got down with the get down. Okay, and it's like that shit is not all bad, but it's not all good either. Just like with anything, there's good and bad with anything. Okay, like there is good and bad with anything. So I'm getting you definitely could have you definitely could be doing your research, and you definitely could have started digging and found out that you come from, you know what I'm saying, a line of high priestesses. Yes, a line of high priestesses. Like I said, somebody definitely could have like a grandma that used to be like, oh, they with the shit, low key. Why you think one call, that's all? You know what I'm saying? Somebody grandma was one call, that's all. That's how you know. You know, but people want to be in denial. They want to say, think everything the devil. So poo, you know what I'm saying? Poo, pot it out. Okay. So yeah, look, toxic family. For some of y'all as well, you're being called to watch your money. Okay. You might have to say no to certain family members or something like that. Watch your spending. Oh no, is it my thing? Okay, it was in the reverse. You don't have to watch your spending, girl. No. No, if you know everybody's situation different, okay? So if you know you need to watch your spending, watch your spending. But my deck was in the reverse. So a lot of y'all good, okay? You know, but stick to the budget. That's what I'm hearing as well. Stick to the budget. You might have to start telling, you're going to have to like, you could be coming from like a line of like toxic, dysfunctional, karmic family members. And it's like they all money hungry. Okay? You could come from a line of like money hungry, karmic family members, and maybe you trying to break that cycle. You could be somebody that's trying to build some type of generational wealth. So you could be using every resource that's available to you at this time, and people jealous. Even like people, you got a cousin that's jealous. I just heard cousins. Okay, for some of y'all, this cousins that's jealous. Okay, but they're getting signs that, oh, you know what I'm getting, y'all? You can have people in your family that's getting signs that you're a high priestess, that's getting signs that you're like divinely protected, that's getting signs, you know what I'm saying? You can have people low key, they don't like they scared of this shit, but they low key watching you and they learning from you. Okay, like they can't talk to their mama or their other sister about this shit, because them the holier than thou hoes. You know what I'm saying? That's the devil bitches. But they secretly watch you. For some of y'all, you got family members and people that secretly watch you, and they be learning from you because they see that it's working out for you. Okay? And they getting signs. They learning from you, and they getting signs about the shit that you be putting them on game. They getting signs that shit really work, that they're able to benefit from something. That's what I'm getting as well. I'm also getting the energy of somebody being jealous that you're able to benefit for something. So maybe you could have took it a step further. You could have started like, cause this giving me, see how she got her hand up? You could have did your research and know that you got like a lineage of Masons in your family, and you could have did your research and, you know what I'm saying, found some type of paperwork or documents that support, you know, your claim, and you could have started like, you know, basically getting initiated. Okay, or something like that. You could be starting some type of initiation, like, you know, you want to be a part of the organization. Shit, my granny did it. So I'm finna, you know what I'm saying, I'm finna learn about this. I want to be able to have that resource or have that connect. You know what I'm saying? Have that network, because we not finna sit here and act like I said, one call, that's all. Okay, and then people with power, you can use your power. People got the, you know, they use their power for good, they use their power for bad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting the energy of somebody that's on the good side of this shit. You know, I'm not getting, you know what I'm saying, because you're able to benefit from it. You're benefiting from it in a positive way. You're receiving, okay? You're receiving some type of help. You're receiving some type of abundance, okay? And you can have family members, or you can have somebody around you that's jealous. They jealous that you're benefiting off something from like a lineage, okay, or something like that. Look, sneak this in. Low-key hater. Somebody really a fan, okay? Whoever this cousin is, these people, they really a fan. They learn from you. They learn from you low-key. Like, they talk about you. They be like, oh, that bitch a witch. Oh, that bitch or he a warlock, or he do this, or he do that. Or, oh, that bitch get government assistance, okay? But, okay, if I get government assistance, like, why is you jealous? Why would you be jealous? You know what I'm saying? That's because they getting signs that you benefit from other shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, I don't know, you just got some type of like weird, maybe that's something that you trying to rebuke. Hey, yeah, we rebuke you hoes, yes, because I didn't even, matter of fact, since that came up like that. But yeah, you rebuke these type of, this, because it's jealousy, that's evil eye. Okay, so we gonna rebuke cuz right quick, hold on. Yeah, cuz, gonna get you up out of here. But what was I finna say? But maybe that's something that's also like a generational like curse that you're trying to break. Like maybe everybody in your family be like hating on each other, be jealous. You know what I'm saying? Be real passive aggressive, sneak dissing. You know, like you could come from a family where like the women compete. They compete with each other. Like, bitch, out of all these bitches in the world, you pick me to compete with? Your cousin, your sister, you know what I'm saying? You could come from a line of bitches that are like very much pick-me's. You know, pick-me type of bitches. They always doing everything for a man. They world revolves around a man. But then when they don't have a man, they take their attention off of that until they get another man, and they start like critiquing how you live, critiquing your lifestyle choices, being all in your motherfucking business, okay? Or some weird shit like that. But we gonna go ahead and rebuke cuz right quick. So yeah, okay, Spirit said that's enough. I clear out my energy of any type of negative, low vibrational energies or entities, anything sent to cause any type of harm, disruption, chaos, confusion, anxiety, stress, any type of hexes, curses, blockages, hoodoo, voodoo, spell work. I rebuke it. I call my power back to me, cleansed and blessed. I call the collective power back to them, cleansed and blessed. Ashe. Okay, I return all evil eye directly to sender 100-fold on hoes. Okay? Period. Yeah, cuz go ahead. Go move around right quick. All right. So yeah. Let's see, what's this leadership? I feel like you low-key, you leading motherfuckers. Okay? Low-key people is like you like learning, but like you're also like, I'm kind of getting the energy of you being a student, but you also being a teacher. Yeah, you like a student, you a student, but you're also a teacher. And this might be unbeknownst to you, low-key. Because low-key, the people that's watching you and that's learning from you, they jealous. So they ain't finna let you know that they watching and learning from you. Okay? Yeah, there's somebody, and look, it's kind of giving this as well. It's somebody who like said, I ain't with that shit. I don't do none of that. I don't get down like that. But then and they walked away. But it's like somebody like standing in the doorway still listening. And you're like, okay, well, you know, be safe. We'll, you know, see you later or not. You know what I'm saying? But the whole time they acting like they leaving, but they standing in the hallway listening and shit. They study. You know what I'm saying? This that type of energy. Okay. Somebody, they learning. They love how. For some of y'all, you got people in your energy that love how you love on yourself. They love that you accept yourself. You know what I'm saying? And they could be trying to learn how to do that. They could be, you know what I'm saying? They taking notes from you on how to even love themselves and how to accept themselves. Okay? Like I said, for some of y'all, you definitely could be dealing with family members that's like in the closet. And I'm not saying the closet gay, but I mean, that could be for somebody. But I'm more so in the closet like occultist. You could be dealing with family members that practice low key, you know what I'm saying? But because you practice and it's out in the open, they shame you for it. And I feel like most of the time they shame you for it so that way it'll take the attention off of them. Because they doing it too. But they, like I said, in the closet. But I feel like in divine timing, this too shall be exposed. Okay, in divine timing, you're going to get receipts about this shit. Okay? Yeah. And look, I can't make this shit up, y'all. I just seen moving silence. Yes, you got a family. For some of y'all, you got a whole family full of fucking, you know, Masons, or you know what I'm saying. But they do the shit and they do the shit secretly, yo. They do the shit secretly. That's when I just seen a moving silence. They practice it secretly. But then they kind of like judge you for it. And they jealous that you're able to do it freely. You're able to be free. That's what I'm getting. Somebody is jealous that you're able to be free. You have the benefit of living in your truth. That's what I'm getting. And people could be trying to learn from you on how to like live in their truth and actually be okay with it. Like it's something within these people where they feel like they cannot be them true selves. So they envy that about you. Like, yes, this is crazy. What's this take the first step? Oh, yeah, you got a toxic family. You could be taking the first step in regards to like releasing some type of toxic family or some type of dysfunctional, like I said, social media. Okay, you could be releasing family. You could be releasing some type of toxicity or like some type of like some type of bad habit or curse or some type of generational curse in regards to like a toxic family. Okay, something could also be significant in regards to social media. Maybe these people in your family, they toxic, they run in social media, they put all their business on social media, they could be real messy, okay? Or for some of y'all, you could have toxic family that's watching you on social media. Yeah, they watching you. Cause you maybe you live out loud, but at the same time, like with certain shit, you're like, you reserved, you're private, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like you just living your life, you live your life, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like signs, people are getting the signs about what it is that you're into or what you're up to. Okay, and for some of these people, like I said, they could, this shit crazy. They can either feel like that you sell drugs or you fuck with a drug dealer, or you know what I'm saying, the way you get your money in a dirty way, or you connected to somebody who get money in a dirty way. And then for some of these people, they feel like that you use like some type of like magic or spell work to get money or some shit like that. So they still consider it like dirty money. Like these people, girl, what? girl, what? What's this leadership? Somebody feel like something that you do is so dirty, but they jealous of it, and they want it. They want to do it too. They want to do it too. Okay, stay away. Don't go. No face to face. Okay, so you're being intuitively led to stay away from something, to stay away from some type of toxic family member. For some of y'all, this could be like a family. This could be like a cousin. This could be a cousin. Yeah, for some of y'all, you're being called to stay away. Look, I can't make this up. This is somebody who's like very scared of your spirituality. But it's the same type of motherfucker that was in the past. They either did the same shit, okay, and maybe it didn't work out for them because they wasn't doing their shadow work. They got scared, talking about everything was demons, not knowing, bitch, them not demons, that's you. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that you not healing. That's the shit that you not facing. So you could definitely deal with like family members that like tried to go onto a more spiritual path, but then they got spooked because they didn't know how to really address and handle their own demons. Okay, I'm getting that as well. For some of y'all, this could be people like on your father's side. Okay, or for some of y'all as well, somebody could be mad about something that your dad left you behind with the abundance blessing here. Or for some of y'all, you could be a dad. Okay, you could be a dad and you're very abundant, you're very blessed. Okay, yeah, some type of blessing is being exposed. Especially if you are a masculine, some type of blessing is being exposed, some type of good karma. You're getting good karma, you're getting blessed, you're getting abundance, and that's being exposed. For some of y'all, you know you've been intuitively told to stay away, and it's the first step. Because it says this right here is the knowing. Take the first step. You're being intuitively told to take the first step and stay away from some type of toxic family or dysfunctional karmic. And that's going to, once you take that first step and follow your intuition, forgive and release these people. But forgive them though, but also release. Remember in the beginning we was talking about forgiving and being able to start something new, continue with a person in their life, or you learning to forgive and actually release people. In this situation, you're being called to release. You're being called to forgive and release. Okay? So you're being called to take the first step, forgive and release these people, and I feel like some type of good karma is going to be exposed. And I feel like it's going to be so good to the point that motherfuckers think that you... I just heard the neighbors think I'm selling dope, that you the dope man. That's how big you finna get blessed. They gonna feel like that you selling that you the dope man. You know what I'm saying? The neighbors think they gonna think that oh my God. They gonna think that you know the plug, okay? But it's not that. It's just one of the benefits of being tapped in. Yeah, it's the benefit of being tapped in. Period. So let's see. Okay, for some of y'all, you could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you could be dealing with one. So you so tapped in. You doing something that your ancestors used to do. For some of y'all, this is something that your grandma your grandma was into, but maybe she low key. And there's no disrespect to the dead. I don't even rock like that. But for some of y'all, grandma definitely could have been like a closet witch. Okay, and maybe you were the ones you like. You know, we the new generation. So shit. Some of us, we don't get no fuck about what you talking about. It's just my life type of energy. So you could definitely be the one that's like, look, well, I'm not hiding shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually proud of my lineage. I'm proud that you know what I'm saying? I'm proud of where I came from and what my people believed in and how they made it work and how they was able to have these benefits and resources. I'm going to utilize them, and I'm proud of that. You know what I'm saying? But for some of y'all, you definitely could have came from like a line of closet witches. They proud when it benefits them, you know what I'm saying? But this is not something that they tell other people. Like I said, these the ladies that be right in the front with their hats and their fans, you know what I'm saying, in the church, which ain't nothing wrong with it, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it becomes a little wrong when we mix the hypocrisy in there. You know, I'd rather you go ahead and sit in church and be a closet witch and you keep your motherfucking mouth and your opinions to yourself. But when you start running your mouth and speaking on shit that you low key doing, that's when it becomes a problem. Okay, but yeah. So for some of y'all, that's definitely what it's kind of giving here. Okay, it's giving that you are reaping some type of like good karma for stepping into your power and honoring your lineage, honoring the true lineage that you come from. And I feel like your family, they feel some type of way. Okay, they jealous because like I said, they scared. Okay, they scary. So anything else? Okay, so we got the this the 8 of Cups, walking away. So you're walking away from whatever this dysfunction is or this karmic is. You're walking away right into some type of independence, right into some type of self-sufficiency, right into some type of luxurious lifestyle, some type of abundance. So when you walk away from this, it's like you're walking into like a new damn near like a new life or a new frequency. Okay, and the frequency is like of abundance. Somebody is getting some good karma. That's what I'm getting as well. Somebody getting some good karma. And you know how people be saying, well, no, that's family. Family is everything. Da, 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 da. I feel like that you the person where you're proving that family, unfortunately, is not everything. Okay? It's not. And you could be like walking, living proof, because as soon as you walked away from your family, or especially like the toxic ones, okay, it's like your life, like you just glue up. You know what I'm saying? You glowed up, you grew up, you just, like everything just changed for you. As soon as you walked away, yeah, you got options, you got balance, you're able to balance things out, you're able to balance things out by yourself as well. And I can feel that's another thing that people are jealous of. Because a lot of these people, especially a female cousin, the one that's jealous, they could be somebody where they you know what I'm saying, they always need somebody. They're not really independent. They be needing somebody to help them stay afloat. They need cuz such and such to babysit, or they need to be able to borrow money from auntie such and such, so they kissing her ass. They need, you know what I'm saying, this could be somebody, you could be dealing with somebody that's not really fully independent, and they could be jealous of your independence because they know for a fact that you stay away from the family. So they like, okay, damn, this person stay away from the family, but they still like abundant, they still elegant, they still maintaining, they got everything balanced. With the 2 of Pentacles, this talks about like time management, priorities, you know what I'm saying? It's like you balancing that shit out like it's nothing with the 9 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles. And they could be wondering why, like, how is she doing this? You know what I'm saying? For some of them, they could be saying like, you get government assistance, and if you do, okay, what the fuck that got to do with you? Oh wait, okay. And let's be real, even if a motherfucker do get some type of government assistance, that don't be shit. That don't be shit. Like, my son is 16. And I don't think it changed, but when I had my son in 2008, and I did sign up for W-2 when I first had him, because I didn't get it when I had my daughter, because I had basically I had money and I had help, you know what I'm saying, but made big on the help, you know what I'm saying, and big, yeah, I didn't get it. I applied, I ain't even gonna lie, but I didn't get it, and I wasn't finna fight for it. But when I had my son, my first child in 2008, and like I said, he's 16. That like, if I recall, that motherfucker was like $623 or something like that, or $637. That's not shit. That's rent for a 1-bedroom, if that. You know what I'm saying? So people be trying to say like, and then another thing is, especially this one thing that kills me. Like, people be trying to, like, you know, be, and I feel like mainly this be the people who be mad they can't get it, and now you struggling, okay? But that's you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying? You can't get mad at us because you want to try to, you know what I'm saying, go out here and do all this other shit, and you know what I'm saying, you following your dreams, you know what I'm saying, and you should be proud of that. So you're not eligible for it. So, but now you gotta be financially responsible. But it be the people, you know what I'm saying, like that. But another thing about it that kills me about it is that people be trying to like bash people that get it. But low key, the crazy thing about this, and y'all can look this shit up and let me know in the comment section. People who get any type of government assistance nowadays, it's a requirement where you have to work. Like, you literally have to work. I don't know what state y'all in, but here in this state, in Wisconsin, like, you have to work, G. You have to have some type of job. And that should show you about these companies, how much bullshit these companies be on. So motherfuckers, it's motherfuckers that you work a job and then you can get the government assistance, but you still gotta be eligible. You know what I'm saying? So that means you don't make a lot. But most of the people that be getting Section 8, food stamps and shit, you have to work. You have to have, unless you got like a disability, and that disability gotta be on paper. And if you know that shit be hard to get that on paper and even get that. You be fighting for your disability, or even to start that, you be fighting down there for over 12 months. Unless you go and actually pay for a lawyer. But bitch, if you, more than likely, you probably ain't even got the money to pay for no shit like that. So you just gotta like wait the process out. You know what I'm saying? And I know because I got family members and people around me, you know what I'm saying, that I have sat down at the Social Security building with and shit like that. But that, and nonetheless, it's a process, you know what I'm saying? And you have to have that on paper. You have to have like, you know what I'm saying, you have to go to doctor's appointments and be on medications and taking some type of physical therapy if that's necessary. Like, it's a process, and they require you to do a lot of shit. Sometimes you even have to check yourself into mental hospitals, especially if you claiming like mental disability. Like, it's a lot of shit that they gotta go through to get that shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless you coming in there when you amputated. You know what I'm saying? You amputated with a patch over your eye and shit like that. There's a lot of shit you gotta do to get that. So my whole point is with the benefits, so that Section 8 shit and all that shit like that, most of them people work. Most of them people, they just don't get paid enough. And that should show you how much, like I said, these companies, they ain't shit. Paying people $13, $14 an hour, $10 an hour, you know what I'm saying? Even $16, $20 an hour ain't even shit. That shit ain't nothing. Especially if you got kids, and depending on what state you live in, some states is more expensive than the others. That shit ain't nothing. That sometimes them checks be a motherfucking rent. Then that's it. Motherfucker hustling to pay their car note, or even if you don't have a car note, you can have, your car paid off. Motherfucker hustling to, pay for their kids' shoes and hustling to pay the cable. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, nowadays you gotta have a hustle, or you just gotta have a support system around you. So I don't be understanding how people be like, oh, government this and that. Most of these motherfuckers, they work. They just don't get paid a lot. Or they don't work, you know what I'm saying? They probably got a job where they work part-time, you know what I'm saying? Because they got kids. They got, you know what I'm saying? They got kids. Who finna watch some motherfucking kids? Don't nobody want to really be watching, don't nobody really want to be watching nobody badass kids. We do it because we try to help motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? You love the kids. But at the time, let's be real. Motherfuckers be having their own kids to try to watch. You rarely finna find a person that genuinely want to babysit your kids. Now, when they little, when they babies, that's when everybody want them. But when them motherfuckers start getting big, talking shit, running around, they be quick. Come get your kids. Come get your daughter. Come get your, you know what I'm saying? I know my sister used to be, come get your son. He ain't listening. Bitch, you the auntie. Bitch, you the auntie. Come get her. She whining. Yeah, because y'all done spoiled her ass, and now you telling her no. Stop spoiling her. Come get okay, I'll be there. And 2 hours later, bitch. 2 hours later. Okay, but the moral of the point is, y'all, people see that you're benefiting. You're benefiting not only by walking away from they hating toxic ass. You're benefiting from learning about your lineage. You're benefiting from basically taking advantage of, for some of y'all, taking advantage of some type of resource within an occult. Okay, you're learning about what your grandma or your family used to do, and you're into it, or you're learning how to get into it. For some of y'all, you already into this shit. Okay, you ain't new to this shit, you're true to this shit. And you can have people that's jealous of you. Okay, they jealous of the benefits that you're receiving, because basically you're following your heart, you're following your calling. For some of y'all, this is your calling with the high priestess here. Okay, this is you being awake. Everybody not meant to awake during this lifetime. That's why I been got out of that phase a long time ago of like spread knowledge to wake people up. You know what I'm saying? Because it's either, bitch, you aware or you're not. You know what I'm saying? And I'm more the person, you come to me when you already aware. Bitch. I'm one of them teachers. I'm like if it was grades, bitch, I'm middle school, bitch. We already accepted the shit for what it is. Now come on, we finna learn how to utilize this shit to the best of our advantage, or to the best of our ability. I'm a middle school teacher, okay? And I'm still a student as well. Like, no bullshit. It's shit that I learn every single day. Like, and I love learning. But y'all, that's the message, okay? Just continue to shit, learn, continue to be open. Also be open to your blessings. Also continue to listen to your intuition, okay? Because I feel like somebody's intuition is like, it's like so on point. Your intuition is like guiding you at this point. See, like this little lantern, your intuition is your lantern, and it's like, it's shining light on everything. It's shining light on everything, okay? And I feel like with this pay it forward, be the answers to someone else's prayer. Helping others can be the quickest way to help ourselves. Like I said, you not only are you being guided, but you are like a guided light to other people, okay? You having this knowledge, you being the one to do the research, you being the one to do it first, you're like paving a way for other people, especially people in your family. You're paving a way for them to dig deeper, to start learning about shadow work. You're paving a way for them to start learning about being toxic and being karmics, or connecting to karmics and shit. You're paving a way for these people to know about how to trust themselves and walk away, and trust in divine, and know that you're going to receive what you need at that moment, as long as you follow directions and you listen. You know what I'm saying? You listen. When somebody tell you to don't do that, or when, you know what I'm saying, when the divine is telling you, no, don't do that, don't go that way, don't go there tonight, draw the other way, leave this nigga alone, drop that bitch. Like, you teaching people how to trust themselves, okay? It's like you're like a living example at this point, but it's like you're still a student too, okay? And I feel like the way how, because, you know, with today's society, it's more of like, you got to have it for people to want to follow you, or for people to want to learn from you. So I feel like that's what God is doing as well. Especially as long as you continue to listen, I feel like God is finna put you up. Like, I'm getting somebody being you well kept. Okay, you well kept. You able to balance things out. You able to make shit work. Okay, you're maintaining. Okay, I just heard what's that song? Must be nice. But the part where he said, make the projects feel like a mansion. So even if a motherfucker is in the projects, the hood, whatever, or the suburbs, or you make that shit feel like a mansion. You like every need is being met. Every need is being met, and I feel like that's one thing that the divine is providing to you, this stability, because like, again, like sometimes, like even like what's that lifestyle, like lifestyle marketing. It's like lifestyle marketing. Spirit finna use you as lifestyle marketing. They finna use you as what it would look like for somebody to listen to their intuition. What did it look like for somebody to be willing to learn? Okay, be willing to learn thyself, and also learn of their heritage. You know what I'm saying? Their true heritage. You're being like a lifestyle marketing like poster. No bullshit though. Like you the one people getting signs of the benefits that they can have when they basically not only like follow their purpose and follow their path, but also when they listen to the divine, when they listen to their intuition. Okay, and for some of y'all, when you accept, you know what I'm saying, accept your heritage, accept your divine what they call. It's just like something that's sent down to you from generations. Like, accept your divine, I can't think of the words, y'all. Let me know in the comment section if you know. But it's like your divine inheritance. Something is inherited to you. It's low-key inherited to all of y'all. But like I said, you got some cousins that's scary as a bitch. Okay? In a closet type of bitches. Okay? But y'all, that's the message. I don't want to make it too long. I hope it brought any type of clarity that you may need at this time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye.